There's nothing more serene than seeing a blanket of undisturbed snow after a light storm. But for one woman in Switzerland, the idea of a perfectly smooth layer of snow is impossible, no matter the circumstances. Whenever there's snow in Liz Vanderbroek's yard, she can always count on seeing a dark clump of fur nestled beneath the flakes. As the hours pass, snow accumulates around the fluffy mound until it's almost completely buried. Then, in an instant, a giant head emerges from the snow pile and stares straight at her. Vanderbroek's 10-year-old Bernese mountain dog, Carl, smiles at her from his snowy nest before lying back down to continue his wintry nap. His brother, a 5-year-old Newfoundland named Steve, is already inside, but Carl refuses to join him. For some reason, Carl loves the snow and would sit or lie in it for hours if we let him, while his brother Steve enjoys licking the snow and maybe sitting or lying down for a few minutes before wanting to come inside, Vanderbroek told the dodo. While Steve prefers to play in the snow briefly, Carl tries to spend as much time as possible outside. As soon as the first flakes fall, he begs his parents to open the door so he can find a cozy napping spot before the heaviest snowfall. He'll just stare outside, then stare at us, then back outside, until we finally let him out, Vanderbroek said. He'll stay out there for as long as we let him. The first time Carl napped outside in the snow, his parents were concerned he might get too cold. They looked online for safety information and realized he wasn't the only Bernese mountain dog who enjoyed being buried in snow. I Googled it immediately to make sure he was safe because you always hear, if you're cold, then they're cold, when it comes to dogs and humans, Vanderbroek said. But I found that the Bernese mountain dog breed is perfectly fine in these temperatures and under these conditions. It's actually what he wants. Carl is unfazed by the snow, thanks to his dense coat. When his parents eventually convince him to come inside, he shakes off the accumulated snow and reluctantly heads indoors, only to wait for the next blizzard. Even when there isn't snow, Carl thrives in the cold weather. If there's no snow but it's still cold, he'll still prefer to be outside on the chilly grass, Vanderbroek said. The cold weather makes him frisky, too. You'll see him chasing his brother, barking and hopping around a lot more. It's no secret that Carl loves wintertime in Switzerland, and while his parents didn't quite understand it at first, they now cherish seeing their sweet pup in his element. As dog owners, there's nothing more satisfying than looking at your fur child and knowing that they're happy, Vanderbroek said. That's all we want. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated with the latest content.